What's this? I found something.
I know you, or I've heard of you. You did us quite a good turn back in Driftwood. I thank you. I'm one of Lohar's, see. I came here on business. He said I might find you along the way. Wasn't sure if I would, after everything that's happened here. My driver, my cart wolf. Look at 'em. And for what? Void woke 'em. Weren't anywhere near us, but old Max sniffed 'em out anyway. Got so spooked he pulled my carriage right off the bloody bridge. Pulled my driver off with him. I rolled out in time. Better stranded out here than stuck in a city with a void woken, I suppose. But they deserved better than this. It were a wedding. Event of the season over at Mikhail Ross's estate. We were going in place of our boss.
She looks over the wreckage with a grimace.
Lo'ard gnaw my ear off if he could see the shape his emissaries are in. Safe to say we won't be going anywhere now. Do this, Grace. I hope Boss understands.
A spillage all over the floor.
Something very bad has happened in the harbour.
Are those tentacle marks?
The spirit of an elf makes a dash for freedom, only for something to seize him and throw him backwards like a rag doll.
What's this? I found something.
Prepare yourself. None. Prepare yourself. I'm ready. yield to none. hurts, doesn't it?
The spirit of a woman throws phantom rocks in a desperate attempt to stave off unseen threats. The spirit of a paladin lurks near some cargo at the edge of the dock. You do your best to remain inconspicuous, observing the scene from behind some barrels and crates stacked near the water's edge. The Lord Dread looms ahead of you. Dallis herself descends the gangway, Freedman following at a distance. You need to report this to Lord Ken. The traitors are here. It's only when you try to sneak away that you realize something has curled itself around your ankle. A powerful tentacle. It pulls you towards the water.
ship. It's the Lord Dread.
Or what's left of the Lord Dread.
Many more of those up my sleeve.
The spirit of a magister trembles before you, his eyes glazed with fear. You stand with your unit in silence as Dallas barks a motivating speech. You don't watch the hammer, but the Vreedeman creature that trails her. You search the darkness underneath his hood for a clue. Who is this man, this sorcerer? How is it that he stands at Dallas's side and is not imprisoned in Fort Joy, where... And suddenly, within the cloak's shadows, there is a light, a flash of teeth, a wicked grin. Suddenly, you realize he's... Everything goes dark. You see nothing. You know nothing.
bloody freezing. We can't stay here.
What happened? How's it so cold?
We need to get back to warmth. It's too cold here.
What happened? How's it so cold?
My teeth won't stop chattering.
What happened? It's been cursed. My hands have gone numb. Can't stay here.
Darling, you're all right.
I thought we were dead for sure. Thank you.
It all happened so fast. The water surged in and froze in an instant. We owe you our lives.
If you can salvage anything from our luggage, please help yourself. We need to hurry back to the city. We don't have time to dredge it out of the water. Here's the key.
It's the least we could do. We'll never be able to repay you for what you've done. The what?
That must have been the sound we heard. And what caused the surge of water.
So much for rowing out of here. Now there's nowhere to go but back to the city. We were gonna leave Arx, but after this, looks like we're better off staying. Inside those walls is as safe as it's gonna get for us, it seems. Farewell. Take care of yourself.
The spirit of the Magister can...
Another card?
No, I'm holding.
Lucian will grant me his blessing. Me too.
Keep strong. Lucian will preserve you.
In need of something, traveller? If the harbour's anything to go by, you don't want to venture out unprepared.
Me too. I feel awful. Hopefully Lucian will grant me his blessing.
Keep strong. Lucian will preserve you.
A pleasure doing business. Even now.
I pledge my soul, O Lucian.
Another card?
Please return.
No, I'm holding.
Me too.
Keep strong. Lucian will preserve you.
I pledge
Another
my
card?
soul, O Lucian.
No, I'm holding.
Please return.
Me too. I feel awful. Hopefully Lucian will grant me his blessing.
No, I'm
Keep strong.
holding.
It's a
Lucian will
dangerous
preserve
path
you.
ahead, friends. Best to stock up.
Another card?
No, I'm holding.
I feel awful. Hopefully Lucian will grant me his blessing.
Keep strong. Lucian will preserve you.
Another card?
No, I'm holding.
I pledge my
Me too.
life, O Lucian. Please return.
I feel awful. Hopefully Lucian will grant me his blessing.
Keep strong. Lucian will preserve you.
Another card?
No, I'm holding.
Me too.
It's a dangerous path ahead, friends. Best to stock up.
I feel awful.
I
Hopefully Lucian will grant me his blessing.
Keep strong. Lucian will preserve you.
Another card?
No, I'm holding.
Me too.
Keep strong. Lucian will preserve you.
Another card?
No, I'm holding.
Keep strong. Lucian will preserve you.
Another card?
No, I'm holding.
I feel awful. Hopefully Lucian will grant me his blessing.
Keep strong. Lucian will preserve you.
Another card?
Keep strong.
No, I'm holding.
Lucian will preserve you.
Me too. Another card?
No, I'm holding.
I feel
Me
awful.
too. I'm the last merchant till inside the city gates. Get what you need or you'll regret it.
Keep strong. Lucian
In
will
need of
preserve-
something, traveller? A pleasure doing business. Even now.
I pledge my soul, O Lucian. Please return.
Another card?
No,
Keep
I'm
strong.
holding.
Lucian will preserve you.
Me too.
Keep strong. Lucian will preserve you.
Another card?
No, I'm holding.
Me too.
I feel awful. Hopefully Lucian will grant me his blessing.
Keep strong.
Another card?
Lucian will preserve you.
No, I'm holding.
Me too.
I pledge my life, O Lucian. Please return.
I feel awful.
Another card?
In need of
Please.
something, A pleasure doing business.
No, I'm holding.
Keep
Even
strong.
now.
Lucian will
Me
preserve you.
too. Me too.
Keep strong.
My heart.
Lucian will preserve you.
Please return.
Another card?
No, I'm holding.
I feel awful.
I pledge my
Hopefully
heart.
Lucian will grant me
Please return.
Lucian.
What a massacre.
A wave of sadness rolls off the spirit, sadness mixed with betrayal. The Magister was stabbed in the back by one they'd known as a friend. The spirit laughs, a terrible, cynical guffaw that says that the world is an evil place where no one is safe. But inside the laughter, there's shame. The Magister knows that he sinned and suspects that his death was deserved.
Welcome to Arx. You've picked a fine day for it. On Lucian's day, you'd better believe it. City's a bit of a mess, it's fair to say, but the worst has passed. We'll have the place cleaned up in no time. Between the Voidwoken and the arrest of the Magisters, We've seen more than a few casualties, but the city herself is intact. We'll mourn our dead and rebuild. Arx persists. Seems the Magisters have been dicing with dark magic. You'd have them to thank if there were any left. Many fled. Those who didn't died or ended up in a cell.
She looks at you derisively and spits on the ground, close enough to your boot to make her point.
If she is, Lord Kem will want to know. Kem commands the city now. Stay safe. Welcome to Arx.
Nods.
Welcome to Arx, stranger. Our apologies for the mess. We'll have it cleaned up directly. Try to be careful where you tread. With the Magisters gone, this will be the end of the Voidwoken attacks, I hope. When a sorcerer uses Source, the Voidwoken come, so they say. But the Magisters have been dealing in darker magic. The Voidwoken came, bigger and more deadly. But the Magisters are done now. Take care, friend.
Welcome to Arx, and a very happy Lucian's Day to you. But don't let the Voidwoken worry you. We have the situation well in hand. Mostly.
Look, about the Divinity we've chased halfway across the goddamn world. Entrusted to one person, I don't think it's a force for good. The gods themselves were corrupt, and even Lucian could fare no better than them. And now here we are, like moths to a flame, not understanding that the fire will consume us. You know, when our journey started, I was a man without a purpose. I lost it in the death fog. But now, after everything we've been through together, I see what needs to be done. I say we end Divinity. I say we extinguish the flame and forget about a new divine ascending. No one person should have that power. Rivellon has suffered enough. Let's share the power with everyone. And then, let's all fight the void together. If the divine can take power, the divine must also be able to give power away. I don't know quite how just yet, but then I'm not the divine yet. So what'll it be? Are you with me?
Ifan nods once and throws you a half smile.
Well then, let's go make that happen.
Hold here, Quercus. I need a moment with our friend. Shield, we are about to enter the belly of the beast. To cross a threshold past which there may be no hope of return. There's every chance the servants of the Great Acorn will skin you alive, frying your bones and boiling your eyes. You could suffer most terrible. I am getting to the point, Quercus. The point is, the path ahead is dangerous. I have watched you defeat monsters, villains, and a surprising number of inanimate objects. But your greatest challenge yet lies before you. I do not know what lies ahead, but the Great Acorn is almost here. I can feel it in my fur. The forces of evil will throw everything they have against us, but I need more time to finish my research. You have been a good shield, and an excellent friend. Quercus and I both believe you can buy us the time we need. I know you. The world might be filled with murderous giants, but at least some of them are worth saving. Now, it will take more than Quercus's ferocity and my wit if you're going to survive. You need power, and I think I have just the thing. After our last little escapade with your Void Woken, I examined the corpses you left behind. They were imbued with dark power. I believe Sorry, Quercus believes, and I concur, that this magic can be used for light as well as darkness. Here, try this.
The squirrel lays his hand on you, and a strange feeling ripples through your body. A sense of power. Your mind opens to the possibilities of new magic.
Now, how do you think it feels, Quercus? The smell is a little unusual, I admit. It harnesses the power of those that you've slain and lets you use it against those you've yet to kill. I admit, I thought it was a beautiful little piece of irony, but it is somewhat grim. I'll grant you that. But if you need proof that grim arts can lead to marvelous things, you need only look at Quercus. Now you have all the power you need. You were a wonderful shield as we fled, but we are not running anymore. Now you must become the Axe. Go, my friend, and lay waste to the forces of the Acorn. Hack them to pieces, snap their spines, and burn their eyes, and Quercus says, good night.
The bastards burn well. I'll say that for him.
The spirit burns with rage at the carnage wrought on Arx. Rage for the Voidwoken, rage for the Magisters, and rage too for himself and his fellow paladins for failing to see the danger until it was too late.
New to Arx, Elf. It's quite the sight, even after those bloody paladins are through with ransacking it.
Please, you've got to help me. My wife, they want to kill her. She didn't do anything wrong. She was just trying to save lives, but no one will listen. You have to help, please. Lucian's love. Thank you, but please, you have to hurry. Go!
Because you refused a direct order. You broke your oath. The penalty is death.
You approach, but the paladin's icy blue eyes never move from his prisoner.
You are interrupting a paladin court, stranger.
You couldn't call this a court until the end of days, Kem. It's still a disgrace.
The prisoner will be silent. We are beyond accusations. This once paladin is guilty of refusing orders and protecting supporters of the Black Ring.
They were boys. Local boys that signed up for steady pay in a slick uniform. A couple of white traitors doesn't mean every Magister is in league with the Ring.
At best, you are a coward. At worst, you are a traitor. In either case, the sentence is death.
His icy eyes focus on you for the first time, pinning you with a freezing look.
Step aside, stranger. She has been tried by her service and found guilty by her failings. She disobeyed orders and cost paladins their lives. A seeker? How do you... This is unforeseen. Very well. Perhaps we would be wiser to wait. She shall not die today.
The paladin looks at you as Kem turns away and silently mouths thank you.
Find a cell for her. And the rest of you have your duties. Move!
Oh, by the divine, thank you. I'll never forget this kindness.
Arks was still a free city last time I checked.
What is this? Am I dreaming? I went to my bunk after patrol duties, and now... this. I'll wake up in a minute. Winslow's snoring always wakes me. This can't be real. What? I don't know anything about the Black Ring. I must be dreaming. I have to be. I saw her enter the city with the Whites. Or did I? Did I dream it? Am I dreaming you?
The battle mage looks fed up and frustrated, her hands balled into fists by her sides.
The Whites are long gone. They could be running right out of the sewers while we stand here gabbing. There's nothing to find. The Whites torched the place. Whatever we might have found has gone up in smoke.
Nothing. Just more Magister rubbish.
For the safety of Rivellon, report all sorcerers to the nearest Magister. The spirit of a half-dressed Magister stands before you, fumbling to draw his phantom blade from its sheath. The spirit manages to draw his sword and utter a challenge, though not one aimed at you.
Alarm! Sound the alarm! There's paladins attacking! Where are the Whites?
He starts to swipe and jab his sword at an unseen opponent.
If I were a White, where would I hide something I didn't want found?
Clear off. Need to keep the way clear. Ain't no getaway happening here. And if there is, I ain't involved. Get it? Good. Now clear off. You're in the way.
Black and blue. Well, hello, handsome. Care to hear about the power of cheese? I've got wheels and rounds and blocks and rolls. The pleasure is mine.
Several bystanders are suddenly engulfed by smoke and flame. Flesh melts, bone reshapes, black eyes glare, and fanged maws hiss sulphurously.
The doctor sends his ill wishes. You killed his advocate. Now you must pay!
You approach.
You are in... The prisoner will be silent. It is time.
Kem, please! Kill me if you're damned on a
Justice must...
Please, don't do this, not...
May her sin be forgiven and her name forgotten. This we pray.
Divine Lucian, please help us.
This is madness.
You approach.
You are in...
You couldn't...
The prisoner will be silent. We are beyond...
They were boys. A couple of...
At best, you are a coward.
His eyes...
Step aside, stranger. She has... Find a cell for her. And the rest of you have your duties. Move! If you must speak with me, you may come to my office.
Oh, by the... I do worry about her. I hope she's safe. I hope...
Well, if it isn't my better side. I hope we made the right decision. In the long run, mercy can be very costly. It may have escaped your notice, but we have just taken over an entire Magister barracks and the whole place has to be searched. So, what is it? That was fine work, and brave too. You have my thanks. I presume Tom has paid you? The Lord Dread lies in the harbor, but the hammer isn't aboard. Nor is she among the piles of Magister bodies. Should you hear anything, you are of course welcome to bring it to me. But rest assured, your help is not needed. My paladins will find her, and she will face divine justice. Very well. We know that Dallas and the Whites conducted their heresy from these barracks. If they were all working for the Black Ring, and I believe they were, there must be some sign of it in this building, perhaps even a safe house. We don't have much yet, but we will tear down every brick until we find their wretched hiding hole, and then we'll haul Dallas into the light. Who can truly know a diseased mind? She is rotten to the core, that I am sure of. Although much as I despise the creature, I have never known her to be a coward. She fought well in battles against the Black Ring. Wherever she's hiding, she will not go quietly. Not much, at least not yet. Perhaps you'd have better luck given your credentials. White Magister Raymond was here with his cabal as the fighting began. If we find him, we will find Dallas. They must have left some clue as they ran. Something that will lead us to their secret little den. Find it! I know he is a toad, a hopping little creature that follows Dallas wherever she leads. He is cruel. And given that he was not cut down with the rest of his men, cowardly. I don't know what rock he is hiding under, but he will be found. I pray it helps. Voidwoken at one gate and the Black Ring at the other. We need to stop this madness. Do you need anything more? And be quick. I've other matters. The Whites have betrayed the memory of Lucian in the most heinous manner. We've had our suspicions, but you provided us with proof. Collusion with the Black Ring. So we acted to put a stop to their treason. The Order must persist. The Order must endure. The Magisters can no longer have power. She disobeyed orders. She knew the consequences. I expect she shall receive justice. Enjoy the city, won't you? Arx is wonderful at this time of year.
The spirit of a magister lingers nearby, scowling at the damage that's been dealt to the premises.
Look at this! Just look at this! Our barracks ransacked by our own brothers in arms, and my sworn magister comrades murdered by them! I got Brent out of here. He was wounded. He wouldn't have stood a chance if I hadn't helped. Hopefully some more made it as well. I came back to see if I could help any others, but I got a saber through the heart instead. Murdering blue bloods. The Void's welcome to the lot of them.
The spirit leans back to appraise you, a guarded look on his spectral features.
You're no paladin, but why should I tell you? Fine. Just check in on him for me, will you? There's a spot around the back, at the bottom of an embankment, where a culvert drains into the river. I lowered him down there, where the paladins likely wouldn't see him. He was bleeding like a stuck pig, though. I don't know if he made it.
The Magisters say.
I found
So
something.
much bloody order in this
The
place.
spirit continues to stand by and scowl at the ransacked barrack.
The paladins just showed up. No notice, ready for a scrap. They claimed we were traitors and were plotting with the Black Ring. Lunatics, a lot of them. How would I know? She and those whites she surrounds herself with don't announce their plans like town criers. You can be sure of one thing, though. The paladins will never catch her scent. Are you mad? They're our sworn enemies. Whatever evidence the paladins think they have is false. And I hope my brethren make them choke on it.
Be grateful that you don't feel the need.
Think they'll open the shops anytime soon?
I've seen a few trades about.
The proprietress gives you a sweet smile.
You look like someone who's ready for business. You look like someone with an eye for the main chance. Will there be anything else? I knew it, whatever you... And I... You understand. I bid you...
She smiles, her sweet smile, dips her... Several bystanders are suddenly engulfed by smoke and flame. Flesh melts, bone reshapes, black eyes.
The doctor sends his...
I'll yield to none. Prepare yourself.
Retreat! Retreat! Open the rift!
Been a while since any new students were registered here. Not that this comes as any surprise. Just look at this place.
I've had just about enough of... Oh, 1,000 apologies. I'm just at wit's end is all.
I've spotted something.
The spirit of a Magister stands before you. He has one hand pressed to his abdomen. Silvery spectral blood oozes from between his fingers.
It shouldn't hurt anymore, but it does. I swear it does. Tell me, have you seen a Magister named Wainslow? Stout fella, a little loud. He helped me escape when the Paladins attacked. I'd hate to think any harm came to him. Dead? Damn it! Damn it to the void! Winslow deserved better than that. I don't rightly know. The Paladins came, intent on ransacking the barracks. The fighting started so quickly. Before I knew it, I was wounded, and Winslow was hauling me away. He said he'd come back soon, and we could escape into the sewers. But that was the last I saw of him. Winslow and I came across it while we were looking into some inmates who went missing from the prison. I doubt anyone will figure out what happened to them now. I don't think the Paladins care about that kind of thing.
I've spotted something.